Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So they're finally done. I don't know, I'm feeling a little emotional. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because, this has been a project that I've been working on for a while now or what, but I'm finally done with the journals for the women's shelter. So the first one I will go through in detail. So this will be a long video. So, if you don't want to watch the whole thing, just go ahead and fast forward or watch what you want to watch of it. All the journals are different, but yet some aspects are the same. So that's why the first one I'll show everything, and then the following ones I'll just flip through kind of quickly. So throughout the journals, I have used the beautiful fabrics and appliques and some trims that came from Safia, who is Dust Fairies. I tried to incorporate things in these journals that I love. So even though it has these fabrics, they're not gypsy, Indian, boho themed journals. They're more of a spiritual, encouraging kind of journals with the florals and the butterflies. Because it is coming from the Butterfly House Ministries, butterflies are rather significant and important to us, signifying transformation. So that's why you see a lot of the butterflies. Okay, so let's go ahead and open it up. So they're all made from the butterfly paper. I cannot think of the name of that paper pad right now. I know a lot of you know what it is, and I have said before what it is, so I'm not going to worry too much about not remembering that right now. So this is the inside cover. I made these out of the envelopes, and I did pockets on my Big Shot, and each one has one of these little cards that say a gift for you. Each one is different though. Well, not each one, some are the same and they're just blank. I did not write a note in there. I don't know if I'm going to write a note in each one or not. I'm going to talk to the girls about that and see if we want to do that. Maybe we'll write notes, split them up and each of us write notes. Each one got one of these scripture cards. These were gifted to me from Debby Long, and these were bought at a shop on Etsy. And I will try to remember to link that below in the description box. I'm sorry, there's going to be shadows because I have my light on overhead because it is nighttime. And those are just blank on the back. Each one has the mulberry paper of some kind in it. They're different colors and stuff. And then there's ideal pages, the guest checks that I altered, wallpaper that is backed with some sort of paper, music paper. This is a pocket, an embossed stamped image, this little paper clip, it's paper. And then this one has a word card in it because I ran out of the tags that I was using. This is the paint masking paper. I tried to make these, with a lot of different kinds of paper, so the ladies could decide what they wanted to use the journals for and how they wanted to use them. They all have a Thomas Kincaid page in them. This is a map, and this is out of the Children's Bible. Some have the maps on them. I pulled as many as I could, but some just have story pages. And here are some of the dyed paper. I think this one is from Wunderbar Crafts. And then this is a poetry page out of another book. This is also out of the Children's Bible. Coffee dyed paper, envelope that I made out of the paper pack I was using, and then the vellum butterfly stickers. Another embossed stamped image that I did, and this is just a little flip. It's got some washi holding that in on some graph paper. And these are the bags that I had painted in decoupage. And I just put some paper on there. This is from Christy, who is Meta Mandala Art and Booksmith, I believe is her name. Another poetry page. These are vellum pages that I got in a planner kit. This is Alley Cat, who is Christy's daughter. She does some beautiful purple papers. Unicorn paper, I believe she calls it. And I got those from her. And this is some tracing paper. This is a piece of wallpaper that I was lucky enough to find at not Goodwill, but at Salvation Army. It has scripture on it. Just some cardstock scrapbook kind of paper. And this is a flip pocket thing that I made with tags that are decoupaged on one side, tea-dyed paper on the other. I sewed around them and put some of the eyelash trim. So they have that pocket, and then they flip out. Actually, they come right off. It's just a fold, and they can journal on that if they want to, or they can write scriptures on it. They can do whatever they want with it, and I just kind of decorate it with the front. This has a little saying that says, "A warrior is that woman who gets up despite the enemy trying to destroy her, a woman who declares victory before seeing it, a woman who believes she will receive her miracle because she knows the Lord she serves is alive and by her side." So just trying to encourage these ladies who are, going through a pretty tough time. So each of the journals are just done with, I think that's called a pamphlet stitch. It's got the 3 holes. I had left some string to do some beading on. This is what this one looks like. They're all different. It's got the little cross on there. So there's that one. And then another saying on there. I'm not going to read them all to you guys, but they're all like inspirational, encouraging kind of things. Then I did the CD envelopes. I just kind of did a little collage. These are all different because I just, kind of did them one at a time, and each one was different, but I used the same supplies. I used the buttons, and this is from Shabby Dabby Doodah. This is one of her digital kits, and I have talked about these in some of the Craft With Me videos as I was making the journals. This flips out. It has the scripture card. These are from Diane Shaw, who is Shawcraft 1. And again, I'm using things from some of my favorite people, some of their things that I really liked and wanted to use. Plus, I just happen to love a lot of these people like Safia and Diane and Tina, who is Shabby Dabby Doodah, and Denise, who is Wonderbar Crafts, and who else did I mention? Christy and Alley Cat. These are just people that I truly love. Debby Long. So these are just all people that have just been wonderful to me and blessed me, and I wanted to include them in these journals. So, and then inside, it just has this little, these were little coasters that I got when I was a consultant for Close to My Heart. It was like a bulk order. We all went together and got like a great big order, and each got as many as we wanted to do stuff with. So they're kind of cool to have. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with them. And then I just die cut. These are those, they're like the, what do you call them? They're like the Viewmaster things. And then I just put some French English dictionary pages underneath, layered this image from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and then put that on there, and then I backed it with colored coffee filters, and then just inked around them. So they can put a picture on here, they can write on there, they can pretty much do whatever they want with those. So it's just another different kind of ephemera to add interest to it. I'm not sure I'm going to like the way that flips. I may do that different in the future, but this was the first time with me using these CD envelopes that I had bought, so it was kind of a new thing. So then just some more of the tracing paper, and this is just all the other side of the papers I've already talked about, so I'm not going to say a lot about them. This side of the bag has the pocket. Now I could have cut the end of the other side and had 2 pockets. I decided not to do that in this journal, or in these journals, just because they were already kind of, I mean, they're kind of chunky already for a single signature. So, and then these were the bingo cards that I did some mixed media on. And there's a video on that if you want to see how I did that. But I was really happy with how those came out. And, you know, like I had said, journals are one way that I can use all the different kinds of art that I like to do in one place. So that's, you know, another reason why I like them so much. So then in this envelope, I made these with my envelope board, and I just put another journal card from Diane Shaw on an index card that Denise from Wunderbar Craft made. And then I had these little Bible cards that I can't remember who I got those from. I don't want to say, but I got those from one of the live sales. And so I just took those inside there. This was another kind of little pocket thing that I made. It's got the playing card, and then I put a little this little girl on here. It says, "Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done." Philippians 4:6-7. And I just put lace at the top of it. So that goes, there's a little pocket. And then there's this part that has like a little image on there on, I can't remember what I took that out of. But anyway, it's like a book page. I've got this little letter card that I've altered. And that just tucks in that little pocket. Oops, I just knocked something off. I don't know, knocked something off of my elbow. Anyway, and then this little part here flips up and has a little hidden journaling spot there. Just a little small, just a little piece of fabric and a little flat back flower there. I didn't do a lot of different, I mean, well, maybe I did a lot for a single signature. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I could put more decoration in here, but like I said, I didn't want them to get too bulky. So then I've got a little beaded paper clip. It's got the little beads, a little flower and star, and then it's got a little silver bead on the end. And these are all similar yet different. And then these are the tags that I made. And I did a video on those too, a craft with me, if you want to see how I did those. This is the other side of the what's the guy's name? I just lost it. It's escaping me right now, but you know, I said it earlier. Thomas Kincaid. And then I did a little belly band with, this is a little, just a little tablet. And it says, "When God's warriors go down on their knees, the battle is not over, it has just begun." This is one of my favorite images with that saying on there. And again, that's that butterfly paper I made that out of. And it just tucks under there. And then this is the back page where I put a library pocket that I altered. And it's got the library card that they can write on. And then on the back, that's where I like to do it with my own handwriting. And I just put the date. I said, "Handmade with Love" by Dorinda Rao. Creative Moments with Dorinda on YouTube. Just in case, you know, they want to check out my YouTube channel. So, and then I just kind of sealed the inside pages with different trims. Some of them I used washi, but a lot of them, if I had trim, I used trim for that. So that is the first one. All right, so I have them in my little cart here, so we'll see how that works. Like I said, there's 12 of them, so it's going to take a minute. I'm going to pull a few out at a time, though, since it's just going to be a real quick flip. But they're all so pretty and different that I really kind of want, not only for you guys to see them all, but just for a way for me to document all of them. Oh, I forgot to say, too, they've all got the little faux book corners. I mean, they're metal book corners, but they're not the kind that actually go over the corner. They just glue on top. So this one, the fabric was so pretty, I just put one little applique here. This one actually has lace instead of trim. Got lace on the inside. Again, it's got the pocket with the scripture card. This is the little gift for you one. Just going to do a quick flip here. It's pretty much all the same. I mean, each of these are different, of course, because everyone is different. But just to give you an idea how each one looks. I don't know why I feel like I have to hurry. If you guys don't want to see them all, I mean, obviously you can fast forward. So I just feel like, you know, if the videos get too long, they're boring, and I don't want to, you know, take too much time. But yet, you know, each of the things where I did decoration, they are different. Each has a different bag. So there are aspects that are different. Each of these are different. That's the tag that's in that one. These are the beads that I did for this one. Whoops. It has a little butterfly on it. This is the little CD case I did for that one. I'm not going to take all of them out. I mean, they are all different, but you get the idea. This is the card that's in this one. That's in there. These are all pretty much the same. This one's got a little bit different. Well, no, they're not, because the cards are different. Things in the envelopes are the same, so I'm not going to pull those out. Some of them I added these on the back. Depending on how decorative the envelope was, determined whether or not I added more decoration to it. This is the tag. This is the bead on this one. I kind of like that with a little clear pink bead. This is the belly band for this one. This is what this tablet looks like on the front. And then the back pocket. Okay, the next one, this is the front. It's got that big, beautiful applique on there. And I felt like it just needed something here, so I added that trim. I love this gold ruffle. I think I've used all of that. I wish I had more of that. And this fabric, I think I ended up getting 3 of them out of this. Just beautiful. And again, that all comes from Safia. This is another style of card that I had. Love those little blue birds. Now these are the tags that I had put in, most of them that I ran out of. I was going to decorate them and put a some sort of thing on there, but I figured, you know what, I'm just going to leave it plain so they can do something with it. That way not everything is all decorated up. They have, you know, I don't know what their wants and, you know, creative ability are and stuff. Maybe they want to do some stuff with them themselves. So I decided just to leave it plain. That one, and that's what that tag looks like. There's the CD case on that one. Like I said, they're all a little bit different. This is the card. I tried to kind of coordinate colors that, you know, the bags they were going into, or the colors that were mostly in the journals. But I mean, I couldn't do that on all of them because they're rather eclectic. So here's the card that I put in this one. Here's the little card that I altered. I couldn't think of the word. And then I took cut out a piece of one of the little flowers on here, and I put that on there with a little heart in the center. And of course it flips up like the others. Here's the envelope. And here's the tag. And these are the beads that I did on this one. I don't know if you guys can really see those very well. They're kind of dainty. There, maybe if I put it out to the side, you can see it. And then this is the notebook for this one. Love that paper. I've got to get some more of that paper. I've used pretty much almost all of it up for these journals. I don't think I showed you the beads down here. Those were kind of pretty, the red ones. And it's got the little charm at the bottom. This is one of my favorites. I think this one is just gorgeous. It is so blinged out. I hope a diva gets this one. Someone that just loves all that bling. Even the beads on here. I'm not really a gold kind of girl, but I love those. I just think they came out so pretty. And that's got, you probably can't see it, but this is an old, it's a charm off a piece of jewelry. And it's got like a pressed flower in the center of there. I just thought that was so cool. It's not, well, it's probably a piece of a flower. But anyway, love this trim. It's our mulberry paper. I found a place online where I got a pack of mulberry paper, all different colors. You'll notice too that the butterflies are different colors. Like some are like on a different color cardstock, and some have a different color embossing powder that I used. So if they look different, it's because some of them are. And there's the guest check. I ran out of the kind of paper clips that I really wanted to use, so I improvised with those, but they're kind of wrinkling the page a little bit. I'm not sure if I really like those, but tried to use what I had, you know. I only made, the 12 of these that I made are all going to the women's shelter, but they can be special ordered if, you know, you see any of these and you like them and you'd like me to make one for you. We can talk about price. I haven't really thought about a price since these I'm doing for free for the ladies, but they could be special ordered for purchase as well. I just haven't got around to making journals to be purchased yet because I've been busy making, you know, the ones to give away. So, gonna get there though. That is the goal, you know, was to, you know, have a YouTube channel and make things to sell on there. So, and like I said before, I have an Etsy store. I've just not had anything in it in a long time. So I haven't really talked about it too much. And honestly, I think I would prefer to sell on here through PayPal than to go through Etsy anyway. Well, it's good thing I'm going through here. I'm finding pieces that have gotten caught up in there as I was working. So here's that belly band, and that's what this notebook looks like. And look at this beautiful trim. I love that. I don't have any more of that either, but boy, is that pretty. And then this was how I did the pocket. So that is that one. I guess I didn't show you guys the back cover, did I? It's pretty much plain. It's just the paper, yeah, the fabric. Okay, so let me grab out a few more. Love this fabric. I did not end up putting anything on it. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I did the craft with me, I couldn't decide if I was going to put an applique on it or not. I decided not to. I decided it's just so pretty that I just didn't want to cover it up. I went with blue and red beads to kind of bring out the color of the fabric. It's got that little charm on the bottom. I have blue lace on the edges. And this is like a fabric paper that I got from Brooke, who is Recreations by Brooke. I got that from one of her sales. So I use that on the inside of this book. This is a different color of mulberry paper. And there's the guest check that was in this one. They're just plain on the back so they can be used for journaling. There's that. Again, I just love this purple paper. This is like a textured paper. I think I got that from Tammy, who's My World in OKC. Another lady that I love and appreciate. There are a lot of you on here. Just because you didn't make it into this journal doesn't mean I don't love and appreciate you if I didn't mention you. It's just those are the main ones that that I put in here. And then it's got that on the other side. I don't mean to, you know, leave anybody out. It's just the ones that I was using materials from at the time. There's that envelope. There's the flip for this one. That's the tag. Love that trim. There's that card for this one. This one's a little bit more plain. Some nights I think I was getting a little bit tired and I didn't put as much embellishment on because I was feeling like they were all looking the same, and I was trying not to be repetitive. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter because they're all going to different people, but anyway. And there's the back page, and that's how I decorated that pocket. And there's the back side. So there's that journal. A few more. Next we have this one. Excuse me. Some of them I used a different kind of trim to sew in the signature. This one I didn't really like. It did tear when I tightened it, so I only had one string left to put the beads on. I mean, I think it came out okay, and I do like the variegated color with it. That part looks nice, but it just didn't end up to be the most strong stuff to use, so hopefully it'll work. But this beautiful bead on there. I love that green. Those are really pretty. And again, I used the pretty gold trim on it. This was how the fabric was, so I didn't add anything else to it. And again, this is some more of that fabric paper. I got some trim down in here. This is another one of the cards. I might have shown you that one already. There was 3 or 4 designs of cards I had that said a gift for you. I really like how these little pocket folds came out. Got some really nice buttons from Selena, who is Amore Fabrics, and that's where all the buttons came from that I used in here. Some of the papers, the coffee dyed papers, came from her as well, especially as I got towards the end and I was getting low. Oops, these do not stay. There's the card. It says Long Island on it. Some of these don't stay in here very well. Here's the little word card. And the corner just flips up. Here's the envelope. And this one has this little card on it. I love these Thomas Kincaid pictures. I tried to, you know, coordinate the colors to go with the papers that they were by, of course. And here's the tag. Here's the little beads on that tag. It's got a little butterfly charm on the end of it. There's the belly band. And that's the booklet. Is with this one. It's the back side. And then the back pocket. And then I used this trim. I thought that trim looked kind of pretty with that paper. And then there's the back. It actually even had this little part on the back. So there's that one. And we have this one. I love these appliques, and they worked perfectly for the colors. And yes, you do see some different coloration. That is how the fabric is. And I just thought that just added to the vintage look of it. So these are the beads that I did. Purples and pinks. Of course, this would be one of my favorites, wouldn't it? I love purple and pink. Especially, I love these colors together. You know, the purple, pink, turquoise, green, that kind of stuff. I call those the peacock colors. Beautiful gold trim. Love this paper on the inside. Look at this. It's got like jewels in it. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. So pretty. Like I said, I hope these ladies love the bling, because these are definitely very representative of me, with the beautiful fabrics and the bling and the sparkle and the butterflies. I mean, maybe that's why I'm emotional about them finally being done, because there's a lot of me that is in these journals. Sorry about that glare on those pages. They're very glossy, and like I said, I have the light on, so again, I tried to color coordinate things as much as I could. This line vellum was not my favorite, but I had to use it because I didn't have enough if I didn't. So hopefully the person that gets it, I'm trusting that God will get the right ones into the right hands, you know, that they'll be their style. I don't know how they're going to be handed out. I don't know if they'll get to pick which one they want. I don't know if the people that work there will just, you know, pass them out. I don't know how it's going to be done. I was just told there was a need and created them. I didn't know, you know, how it was going to be done and all that. Oh, look it. I missed one. Haven't decorated that yet. I didn't realize that. I thought I got them all, so I'll have to do that one. Whoopsie. Guess I wasn't quite as done as I thought, was I? That's all right. Use that card in this one. Here's the little collage piece. Just use this little flower trim and then flip out. And here's the tag. Little beads on there, pink and purple. I love those little flower beads. I'm almost out of those. I've had those for a long time. There's the Thomas Kincaid picture. Love that trim. There's the booklet for this one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Mariposa. I think that's the name of the paper. That name just popped in my head, so hopefully that's right. Anyway. And then look at this gorgeous trim. Is that not stunning? I swear, Safia gets the most beautiful trims I have ever seen. I could just stare at that all day long, you know. And that's that beautiful butterfly paper. So there's that one. Let me set that aside so I remember to do that CD envelope in there. So love this fabric. Another one that was just so pretty. And I couldn't really put the metal book edges on this one because of all the beautiful embroidery that is on it. But I don't think you really miss it. You know, it's just so beautiful. I used the red lace for the edge. And this is some more of that fabric paper. And I did put some trim along the edge of the lace. It has lace on the inside. I love that. It's so pretty. And this is the card that was in this one. There's the guest check. Love this vellum. Isn't that pretty? The little suitcases in purple. This one has a little word that phrase says be happy. A lot of purple in this one, so of course, you know I'm gonna like it. I like them all. I think they all have beautiful aspects to them, regardless of what colors are in them. Like I said before, purple is my favorite color, but it's not the only color I like. I really like this collage with the reds and oranges too. So use that playing card. This is the word card, or letter card, it's not a word. Just put some little trim on there and then flips up. Here's the tag. And again, this tag style with the embossing on it was an idea that I got from Diane Shaw, who is Shawcraft 1. I did mention that in the video I did, the craft with me. I love these beads on here, the purples with the little smiling sun. Super cute. And it's got like a purple sparkly belly band. This is fabric on here. I think the other ones had fabric on them too. That's how it looks. And then the back pocket. And these are the beads that are on here. I had these little butterfly beads that I got at Walmart. They all came in a, like this bead and the butterfly, they all came in a little set of beads from them. Cute. Love those. Such a color, a pretty color of blue, but I was trying to pull out the blue in here. So that's that one. Almost done, you guys. Show that one. Okay. This is the last stack, I do believe. All right, so we got this one. Love this trim. These are the beads. I did the red and the gold. This is like a blingy bead. And then that little charm at the end. I thought those were really pretty. Here's the inside with that beautiful red trim. I got that from Tammy, who's my world in OKC. Love this. I love that black with the gold foil, but then it's also got that pretty bluish and greenish color. Just love this paper. Can't say it enough how much I love this paper. And I love how this mulberry paper has like the little hearts in it. Isn't that cute? That beautiful vellum. This came with the same set that had those suitcases, but this one had the typewriters. That one I didn't glue down. That must have been after or before I started gluing them down. There's that one. I couldn't decide if I wanted them glued down or not. I finally decided to glue them down. I'm kind of a little bit worried that over time, flipping it open, it's going to tear. So, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have glued them on there. I wasn't really sure. Like I said, some of that paper was just too pretty to add anything else to it. It didn't need added embellishment. This has got pink and green. I tried to, you know, take the picture and kind of coordinate with it, of course, for the beads. Oh, I think I was going to put that on there. Yep, that way. That was another idea I had that I didn't finish. Huh. I don't know if I'll change my mind on that or not. You know, you pull these out and look at them and you get different ideas, but if you don't write them down, you kind of forget what you were, this is fabric too, you kind of forget what you were thinking about doing, right? Like I said, I could keep going and keep going with these and decorate them, but I really want to get them in the hands of the ladies, you know, before too much longer. So there's that one. I don't think I'll worry about that right now. Okay, and then we got this gorgeous purpleness. And again, I used a different style of trim to sew it in. It's kind of a purplish blue, but then I put these purple beads on here with this little heart charm. Love that bead. It almost looks like a stone. Isn't that a pretty clear one? This is an applique from Safia. And this I used the silver book corners. It's got some sparkle to it. I used the purple lace, of course. Here's another style of card. I don't know if I showed you this one or not. I might have. Again, there's nothing on them on the inside yet. I think that is a good idea, though, to have each of us write different things in them to the ladies so that my partners have a chance to add a part of themselves to them too. There's the guest check. Oh, and this tea dyeing was done by Judy Evans Parker. I should mention her as well, another wonderful lady. I don't know if I told you guys, these collages, they have like pieces of either colored paper or like coffee filters, and then a piece of fabric, a piece of the floral from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and then the buttons from Selena. So most of them I use some paper and fabric in the collage. I don't think I mentioned that at all. Let's see, here's the trim that I used. I just wanted to try some different things and see how they would work. I hadn't seen anybody use, you know, other than the thread to sew in the signature, so I wanted to give it a try. Not to say nobody has, I just haven't seen it. Here's the tag with this one. I love how that dangle came out. And then there's the pocket for that one. Okay. That's the applique I used on that one. Here's the beads that I put on there. Little heart charm. Some gold trim. Oh my gosh, gosh, I love that. It's just so, I mean, it's like, bam. Just open up into that just sparkling prettiness, you know. Look at this mulberry paper. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like a green. And there's the, just check that one. Love this vellum too with the floral and that green paper behind it. Oh, and these are the doily flowers from Donna Little. I don't think I mentioned that. Another fabulous lady. Whoopsie. Oh, that butterfly kind of on the edge, didn't I? There we go. This is Dream on the inside. This one I used the, oh, it's like Wink of Stella, but it's the Spectrum Noir markers, the glitter one. There's some paper with some little tiny lace on the edge of it. It's kind of cute the way that came out. Some little bling down here, piece of the paper. And of course they all flip up. This tag. These are the beads that are on that paper clip. Just the flowers, little beads in between. Those tags you can journal on the back of. Oops. I use this belly band. This book. This is fabric. I think I said that already on another one. This has dyed paper in it. Isn't that pretty? And then the back page. And this is the trim I used on the back. Okay, last one, you guys. Last one. So this had like little sequins sewed on it. It had this little decorative piece, so I didn't add anything more to it. Just kind of left it like it is, but I did use the trim for the sewing. And then these are the beads. Love these beads. Little turquoise, little dividers, and then these ones, very sparkly. This is the trim I used on the inside. Love this. And this is more of that fabric paper. Little trim in here. Love this color. So pretty. You know, it's not that I don't have a lot of other projects that I need to, you know, start working on. Like I said, once I got these done, I was going to start writing my book. And I also want to start on Christmas journals. And I also got an idea of a journal that I want to make for a lady that's very special to me. And I actually ordered some stuff over this weekend for it, so I'll be starting that as well. So there's always irons in the fire, you know, but I don't know, it's just kind of emotional to have these done and ready to go, I guess. It's like sending my children off or something. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. We know that. I don't know. Maybe you guys get what I'm talking about. I don't know. There's that one. Whoops. And this one says, I don't know if I read this to you. It says, on the darkest days when I feel inadequate, unloved, and unworthy, I remember whose daughter I am, and I straighten my crown. I love that image. Yeah, we got to remember whose daughter we are. We are royalty. We've got it all, girlfriend. Can't nobody rain on our parade. We are the parade. Isn't that gorgeous? I thought those Thomas Kincaid pictures were just perfect in here. And look at this. I love that. I love the blue. And it's got a little butterfly charm on the end of it. It's not quite on there right. There we go. I think I fussed with those enough and had them all in there right without having to do it again, but you know. And there's that belly band. And this one. What's that? Yeah, that's fabric. I was trying to figure out if that was that fabric paper or if that's fabric, but it's fabric. Isn't that gorgeous? And that's just that paper. That's all that is. And that seems like that. And the back cover. And this is the trim. It's like a purple and gold. And a gold right here. So, and then that's the back. So, there you have it. I have all the journals done except for that one last piece that I need to finish, and I'll get that done when I get done recording. But all the journals for the ladies are finished, and I guess the next thing we'll get started on is Christmas. So thanks so much for watching, you guys. Like I said, I will do special orders if there's anybody watching that would like one of these journals made for them. You know, we can talk about the price privately. Just because I really haven't thought about it. I mean, it's not going to be anything crazy, but there is a lot of work and a lot of specialty fabrics and papers and stuff in there. So anyway, have a great night. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.